Hi, Azhar, working as a finance head in a multinational company. Okay, that's good. If you can name your company, it's going to be better. Sachin Kumar, pursuing final year BCom. I want to go for finance field, accounting field. Please guide me which course is going to be better for you. Okay, that's good. Then Yadu Nandan Singh, I've completed my BCom, looking forward to some professional courses, particularly US CMA. All right, that's good. This is Interloop Limited, Pakistan. All right. You need to find website for your CMA placements. There is no website for your CMA placements. I keep posting it for our students in our students group. TCS assistant manager. Okay, earlier I was in LNT. Okay, that's very good. Priyanka, Varsha, which course placements are you looking for? So I don't know about you. I don't know about your introduction. Can you please introduce yourself? All right, Rohit. Certainly, you have exemption from 9 people. That's awesome. And Priyanka, can you please let me know? Are you from Hyderabad? Which place in Hyderabad? Hi, Rakesh. Delhi University, got admission in Delhi University in BCom program. I want to do some professional course along with my graduation. Okay, that's good. Which place are you from, Priyanka? Taking part 1 in February. Okay, you have already enrolled. All right, I think I've got a fair share of information. I've got a fair share of information. I'm going to talk to you about a lot of things together. It's going to be very, very exciting. It's going to be a very, very exciting session wherein I am going to tell you about all the professional courses that you can do in the world of finance and management accounting. What is the scope of all this? And how you can pursue all this in a very limited time, because time is an essence, and that is what you must always keep in mind. Bachelor's degree in political science. Okay, sociology. Okay, these excite me actually. I'm currently working in auditing and accounting firm. You have done a political science and sociology, and you're working in auditing and accounting firm. That's great. That's very awesome. I'm looking for some professional course. Okay, that's good. That's good. So I think I have got a basic idea about some of you here, and it will help me. It will help me shape this webinar so that you can get maximum value out of it. Let's get started. Padma, can we get started? Padma is the coordinator for this webinar. She is my colleague, and she will be presiding over this webinar, helping us to sail through very, very peacefully. Padma, do let me know when we can start. I want all of you to sit with a cup of coffee because it's going to be exciting. Let's enjoy a cup of coffee with it. All right, let's get started. Hello, everyone. Good afternoon and welcome to NorthStar. Today, in this very exciting webinar, we are going to talk about professional courses which can be accomplished, which can be achieved in the next 2 years. When I say 2 years, Does it mean a lot of time, or does it mean too less a time? Answer is 2 years is quite a good amount of time to invest in yourself, because after some time, when you start working, when you are so engrossed and engaged in your job, it becomes really difficult to pursue professional courses, because you have a lot of pressure at work, you have a lot of pressure in your personal life, you get married, you have children, you have so many plannings, right? So it becomes a little difficult. My advice to all the students always have been that start early, finish early, enjoy early, grow early, and faster, of course. And 2 years is a good amount of time that you can invest for professional courses. When I say 2 years, does it actually mean 2 years? Can it be pursued in less than 2 years? Answer is it depends upon your choice. It's completely depends upon what you choose. Today, I'm going to talk about 2 years, how the next 2 years can be really remarkable in your professional career, how you can take the maximum benefit out of it to ensure that you grow faster, better, and accomplish where you always wanted to be, where you always wanted to see yourself, reach there at the earliest. Before I get started, let me just briefly introduce myself. My name is Irfat. I'm a chartered accountant. I'm a CMA USA. I'm a CMA UK. In addition, I hold another 4 degrees in finance and management accounting. I've been training students for over 2 decades now, and have trained more than 15, 16,000 students in my long teaching career. What do I teach? I teach finance, management accounting, and financial reporting. These are the three core areas that I expertise in, and I teach various courses, but restricted to these areas. I teach CPA, I teach CMA, I teach ACCA, I teach chartered accountants, of course. I'm one of the longest serving member at the Institute of Chartered Accountants of India, where I've served as a faculty for CA for more than 10 years. So I have a very long teaching career, very long teaching experience, and have been engaged with thousands of students so far. I was also working as a finance manager with one of the world's largest oil company, Shell Aviation. But I decided to pursue my passion for teaching and quit my job, and then here I am with you about how career can be enhanced, how career can be taken care, how you can be there where you always dreamt to be. I'm sure this will help you understand, and like I said, this webinar is going to be very exciting. I want it to be very engaging. I don't want to be talking throughout this webinar. I want to listen to you, understand each one of yours pain point, and give you a custom fit, something that suits your profile, something that suits your current situation, your time, your commitments, and of course your investment that you are willing to put in for enhancing your career. Let's get started. Let me talk about first 2 years. What can you do in 2 years? There are a lot of things that you can actually do in 2 years. 1 year in pandemic has already passed, and we never did we realize? Answer is yes. Some of us realized if we lost someone. Otherwise, it just passed off, and we are in the almost at the end of the second year of this pandemic. So 2 years certainly almost has passed. Now, what can you achieve in these 2 years if you plan really well? Today, I'm going to talk about three courses that you can possibly accomplish in the next 2 years. But am I going to restrict myself to this? Answer is no. I'm not going to restrict myself to this. I'm going to talk about more. So 3 professional courses which can be accomplished in the next 2 years if it is properly planned and executed. Planning, I am going to tell you. Execution, I am going to help you, support you, guide you, and take you through. Success, we will achieve together in this journey. Now, what are the 3 courses? So let me talk about MBA. MBA plus CMA plus CMA USA plus ACCA. These are the three courses that we are going to talk about. I'm going to talk about both in terms of time and in terms of management and in terms of investment, how all these three can be accomplished at the cost of less than two. All right, so that also I am going to talk about. Now, before I begin, let me give you a brief introduction about each of these courses. MBA is with Jain University. I'm sure all of you must have heard this name. If you have not heard, Jain University is a NAC A, in fact, A plus university. It is one of the most popular university in southern India. So through Jain University, NorthStar has collaborated through Jain University to provide this MBA program. If you look at Upgrad, if you look at many other institutions, they have also collaborated, but we have got a custom collaboration wherein we are not just providing MBA, we are also providing some other courses as integrated program with the MBA. Now, what is this MBA? This MBA is going to be MBA in International Finance. So if you want to pursue a career in finance, accounting, and management accounting, this MBA is going to be an awesome fit for you. This is an online MBA, so it is not a correspondence. Let me tell you, it is not a correspondence, it's an online MBA. So you are going to attend classes on weekends because it's built keeping in mind the engagement of the students. So it's an online MBA and classes will be on weekends. Is it a correspondence? Answer is no, it is not a correspondence MBA. There are three ways that you can do MBA. One is a regular MBA, one is a correspondence, and one is an online MBA. All right, one is an online MBA wherein you attend live interactive classes online. Here you attend live face-to-face classes. That's all is the difference. Here you are attending live face-to-face classes. Here you are attending live online classes. That's all is the difference between the two. Now, how we can make the best use of the next 2 years? This is what I'm going to talk about. With NorthStar, we provide an integrated program. In this integrated program, which is integrated with this is integrated with Jain Online. This is integrated with Jain Online with the MBA program. With this MBA program, what do you get? So you get MBA for 2 years that you have to pursue on a weekend. Saturdays and Sundays will be online class, plus you'll get LMS access for your self-revision and study, writing tests, writing exams. All that is going to be online. So you belong to any part of the world, you can write this exam from any part of the world. You don't need to be physically present in Bangalore. Second, with NorthStar, like I said, we are providing an integrated program. What we have done is with MBA, we have integrated CMA and ACCA. Now, you may ask me, so why have you integrated CMA and ACCA with this integrated program? Because this MBA is going to be in international finance. When I say finance, finance is incomplete without management accounting and without accounting. So finance by default includes management accounting and accounting in it. Now, if you look at CMA, CMA is all about management accounting. It is all about finance and it is all about accounting. If you look at ACCA, it is all about finance and accounting. Is there management accounting included? Yes, there is a paper for management accounting as well in ACCA. Now, how do we make it possible? Like one student here, he's from Christ University, done BBA, and he has got a 9-paper exemption. We came up with exactly the same phenomena here. Only difference is you need to be physically present to pursue BBA with Christ University. With Jain Online, you don't need to be physically present. It is completely online, providing you the flexibility. But at any point in time, if you think that I don't want to do MBA online, do not worry. There is still standalone programs available. So it is not necessary that you need to go for an integrated program. There are standalone programs available with us. Example, do we have MBA plus CMA plus ACCA? Answer is yes, we have this integrated program. Do we have CMA plus ACCA? Answer is yes, we have this integrated program without MBA as well. Do we have, instead of MBA, we have Mcom? Answer is yes. Can I add BCom with it? Answer is yes. Can I add BBA with it? Answer is yes. Sir, I don't want any of this. Do you still have an integrated program which is going to help me complete the course faster? Answer is yes. We have a CMA and ACCA integrated program. So I don't want integrated program. I want only CMA. Can I pursue it? 100% yes. I don't want integrated. I want ACCA standalone. Can I pursue it? Answer is yes. You certainly can. And there are hundreds of students who have already done it. But at any point in time, if you want to know about these breakups, these details as a standalone program, you can let me know and I'm going to talk about it as well. Please keep putting your questions in the comment section and I will take all of them at a suitable time. But before I get into standalone programs, let me tell you what is the advantage of going for an integrated program with NorthStar. First is when you go for an MBA program, what does NorthStar do? So what does NorthStar do? So what NorthStar does is NorthStar has created an integrated program which is custom built for our students. So with MBA, when you pursue in international finance, we provide you a CMA USA course along with this. Now, the moment you have passed CMA USA course, any part, if you have passed part 1 or you have passed part 2, either of these two parts, if you pass, we immediately provide you exemptions. In ACCA. So do you have to write exams for these papers? Answer is no. We are going to provide you 9-paper exemption in ACCA. These exemptions so far was available only with a few universities, including Christ University. Most other university, in fact, no other university had these exemptions so far. With NorthStar and with Jain Online, we are going to provide you 9-paper exemptions in ACCA. Meaning, do you have to write these 9 papers? Answer is no. You don't have to write any of these 9 papers, provided you have gone for this and passed part 1 or part 2 of CMA. Now, when I said that all these are possible in the next 2 years, I actually meant it because I have a strategy for you. How? For example, you pursued your MBA in international finance. Along with this, you are pursuing your CMA. CMA USA, if you know it, good. If you do not know, I will take you through the syllabus in depth. So CMA USA has 2 parts, part 1 and part 2. So along with your MBA, which is going to happen on Saturday and Sunday, you can enroll for CMA along with this as an integrated program. The moment you have passed either part 1 or either part 2, the moment you have passed part 1 or part 2, you will be getting 9-paper exemptions in ACCA. So do you have to write any of these 9 papers? Answer is no. You may ask me, sir, by passing CMA and by pursuing MBA, why am I getting exemptions? Answer is CMA USA and MBA Finance have lot of papers which are common with ACCA. So entire 9 papers, what you are getting as exemption will be taught in your international finance and will be taught in your CMA USA as well. So whatever exemptions you are getting here, this entire thing is going to be taught to you in CMA and in your MBA program. And that is how you get these 9-paper exemption. For example, your F1 paper, F2 paper, F3 paper, F2, F3, and F4. If you are aware, these papers you get exemption if you have completed your BCom. If you have completed your BCom, anyways, you get these 4 papers exempted, provided you are a BCom or a BBA. But only difference is here you need to pay exemption fees. Exemption fees you need to pay here for 4 papers exemption. How much is the exemption fees? Approximately for each paper, it is 10,000 in INR, 10,000 rupees, or approximately 100 pounds is the exemption fees. So for 4 paper exemption, you pay approximately 40,000 rupees or 40,000 in INR. With adding your MBA and CMA, you are going to get further 5 more papers as exemption. Further 5 more papers as exemption. Means, do you have to write F5, F6, F7, F8 and F9? Answer is no, you don't have to write any of these papers for ACCA, because all these papers are integrated with CMA and MBA. All these papers are integrated with CMA and MBA. In a brief, sir, tell me what are all these papers all about, or briefly take me through these papers. So briefly, these papers are costing papers, or what we call it as management accounting paper. It has auditing in it. It has financial reporting in it. It has financial reporting. It has financial management in it. So these are broadly the areas which are covered. And one more thing, it has taxation in it. So these 5 papers are broadly, these are the areas which are covered: costing or management accounting, auditing, financial reporting, financial management, and taxation. So all these papers or all these subjects are integrated with your MBA program and your CMA program. So do we have to study this once again for your ACCA? Answer is no. We integrated the program and we demonstrated that students will have a sufficient, in fact, more than sufficient knowledge for each of these papers through the MBA and through the CMA, and that's how they are not required to write exams for either of these papers, because the skill sets required to get exemptions is highly demonstrated through your MBA and CMA. Now, if I take you through this, your MBA program is going to have each of these papers, and your CMA program also is going to have costing, it's going to have financial reporting, it's going to have financial management. It does not have taxation. It does not have taxation. Does it have auditing? Answer is it has basics, fundamentals of auditing, internal auditing, control, all that is definitely there in CMA. So because of all these knowledge, you can say knowledge sharing in CMA and ACCA and MBA, you get these exemption. Now, to get these exemption, like I said, if you are a BCom, you get 4 paper exemption, wherein you need to pay 40,000. And if you want another 5 paper exemption, you need to pay 10,000 into 5, which is again 50,000 in INR. So this is the amount. So if you want an F1 to F9 exemption, you can always check, go to the ACCA global website and write, and you will be able to see what is the total exemption fees. So F1 to F9, if you are going for exemption, you need to pay approximately 90,000 rupees in INR, or 90,000 rupees you are approximately going to pay only and only for exemption. If you want to pursue all these papers, of course, the coaching fees, the exam fees, the books, material, everything together is going to cost a lot of money. Through NorthStar, we are going to make it much more affordable. In fact, at the cost of only pursuing MBA, I am going to tell you that CMA and ACCA, all the 3 are going to be possible at the cost of just an MBA. On an average, how much does MBA cost? On an average, it costs approximately, if I talk about not NAC A university, a basic Normal university, it costs approximately 5 lakhs to pursue an MBA. Here, in 5 lakh or less than 5 lakh, even less than 5 lakh, we can pursue all these three. Less than, I'm not telling you exact figure, I will tell you exact number, but let me tell you, at much lesser than 5 lakh, you can pursue all these three courses. How? I'm going to talk about it today. Let me stop for 2 minutes and take some questions. Please conduct can I pursue MBA and CMA together? Answer is certainly yes. uh, uh, Please conduct a webinar on ACCA. Surely we will be coming up with the webinar in the next 15 days exclusively for ACCA. So want to know about CMA and ACCA standalone course, and if I do MBA from some other institute, will I be eligible for exemption? Unfortunately, no, you will not be eligible for exemption, but you can pursue CMA and ACCA both together. 9 paper exemption will not be there, but still there will be good number of papers exempted. At least 5 to 6 papers will be exempted through NorthStar. I have completed my Mcom from Rajasthan. Can I pursue CMA and ACCA together? Answer is yes, you can definitely pursue CMA and ACCA. Strategy, we will tell you. How to proceed, we will tell you. What is the cost of the 3 integrated program? I will talk to you about it. How one part of CMA gives me 9 paper exemption? Does it mean even if I do not pass the second part, still it holds good? Answer is yes, it still holds good. But we are very confident that if you have passed one part, you will get the second part. Why do we give exemption the moment you have passed one part? Because the knowledge you have already got for MBA and from any part of your CMA. We give this exemption. Earlier, we were giving this exemption only when a student had passed both parts of CMA, but to ensure that your journey becomes little faster, we decided to give you exemption if you pass even one part of CMA. Why? Because the moment you have passed one part of CMA, you will be in the first year of MBA. You will be in the first year of MBA. The advantage is that in the first year of MBA, you can pass CMA part 1 and CMA part 2 also. You can pass. In year 2, you can write in each quarter. I hope all of you know ACCA exam happens quarterly. Every 3 months exam happens. So in each quarter, you can write one paper of ACCA. One paper of ACCA you can write in each quarter. Let me tell you a strategy, how I am talking. For example, CMA you have written in year 1 of your MBA program, year 1. CMA takes 6 months to 9 months to pursue. 6 months to 9 months it takes. So within 6 months to 9 months, you will be able to complete your entire CMA program. In addition to this, in year 2, you have 4 papers of ACCA. You have 4 papers of ACCA. How? Because you have 9 paper exemption. You have 9 paper exemption, and in addition to 9 papers, another 4 papers. So you have total 13 papers. You have total 13 papers of ACCA. So in year 2, you can go for training for these 4 papers. All right, you can go for training for these 4 papers and you can write your exams for these 4 papers. So it is going to help you utilize your year 2 for ACCA. By the end of year 2, your MBA will be completed, your CMA will be completed, and your ACCA will be completed. Do we need to work hard? Answer is yes, of course you need to work hard, because just because syllabus is common, you need to study. Either you study here, or you study here, but you will have to study. The benefit that you are getting here is the course common syllabus benefit. The syllabus is common here, the syllabus is common here, the syllabus is common here, and that is the benefit that you are going to get here. Not that everything is going to be very easy, hunky dory, and you study, you don't study, you are going to pass. No, it is not it is never going to be like that for a professional course. You need to work hard for it. How much hard work do you need to do? So very responsibly, I can say on an average, I would expect you to put between 2 to 3 hours of study time every day. 2 to 3 hours of study time you will certainly need to put every day to be able to pursue these three together. Even if I cut this and I say CMA and ACCA, still I'm very confident that you will have to put 2 to 3 hours of study time. Less than this, it is going to be a little challenging unless you pick up on your weekends, on your holidays. But on an average, it needs 2 to 3 hours of daily study time. Are these exemptions going to be valid for a particular number of years? Answer is no. These exemptions are not going to be restricted for 1 or 2 years. These are not restricted exemption. These will be there with you as long as you continue to remain ACCA member. So it's not going to be restricted for you. Let me take few more questions and then I am Padma, anything you want to add? Please add upon it. How is Mcom plus CMA going to help in career switch to finance? Currently working as BA insurance and pursuing CMA under your guidance. Okay, Soumya. So making any career switch, of course, it's not very easy. Making any career switch is definitely not easy. It is always challenging, at least initially, and MCOM or MBA is definitely going to help you. If you are coming completely from a non-commerce background, instead of anything else, I would suggest you to pursue either MCOM or MBA to give you a complete possible proper switch. What about a standalone course? I will talk about it. If you have already paid for ACCA, if you have already joined ACCA, and if you want to switch to NorthStar, you can do that. But in that case, you will have to pay exemption fees. NorthStar cannot waive your exemption fees. We will not be able to waive your exemption fees. We can definitely get you all the necessary exemptions through us, through our MBA, MCOM, BCom, BBA program, and CMA program. But in that case, you will be required to pay the exemption fees. If I do CMA, can I do HR? Answer is HR. You can do with anything, with CMA, without CMA. HR you can always do with anything. HR is a complete different field of specialization. Any question that I've missed to answer? Let me take more questions. What about brochure, Padma? Please help me understand. Can you work along with studies? Okay, let me give you a strategy plan. Let me give you a strategy. Let me give you a strategy how you can pursue. Sir, I'm not very confident. See, it's not about jumping in. It's about strategically planning. So give me an awesome strategy which helps me decide. Let me talk about this. First, step one. Let me tell you step one. Step one. First, are you working? It's a complete online program. It's a complete online. Everything that I'm talking is a complete online program. Step one. First, are you working or non-working? Working or non-working? First step, you need to decide, are you working or you are not working? If you are not working, you can definitely, in my opinion, you can definitely go for all the three together. MBA, CMA, and ACCA, you can go for all the three together. But if you are working and still want to go for it, I would advise you to exercise caution. Exercise caution. because it's not just about money, that you paid the fees and you enrolled the course. Definitely no. It starts with money but ends with success. It starts with money but ends with success. And between money and success, there is a lot of sacrifice which needs to go in. Otherwise, it is not going to be possible. Between money or investment and success, there is a gap. The gap is about sacrifices, what you can possibly do. So if you are working, can I advise you jump into all the three? Answer is no. I will always advise you exercise caution. Exercise caution and come up with a strategy. So help me develop a strategy. Give me some guidance. How can I develop this strategy? First, step one, out of all the three, MBA, CMA and ACCA. MBA, CMA and ACCA. Which one do you think is going to take shortest possible time? Answer this question. Let us build a strategy together. Which one of it is going to take shortest possible time? It's all about, you have to ask all these questions to yourself. Unless you ask, I will give you a strategy, it will not fit you. I want to talk about a strategy which is going to fit all of you. You may put money because you have it or your parents are financing. That is not what I am looking at. I am an educationist. I only look at one thing, the success part of it, because there is where my role becomes very, very important. Now, if you look at it, this is as a standalone, this takes 2 years. If you look at it as a standalone, this takes approximately 3 to 4 years. And this takes approximately 6 to 9 months. Now, let us discuss. First, I always tell, compared to investments, when I talk about investments, of course, it is important. Time, of course, it is important. In fact, these two are the most important part, time and investment. Investment, here it is going to be the lowest investment. Here it is going to be, as a standalone, it is going to be highest investment. This is average in between. It is going to be average in between. What I always advise my students is go with a course which is taking the least possible time and the least possible investments. This has always been my advice. Go with a course which takes the least time and least investment, and which is almost having a good success rate. Why? Because only one thing can motivate you, only one thing, and that is the power of success. If you succeed, no matter you took up small thing, big thing, whatever you took up, if you succeed, you will be very highly motivated to put in more time, to put in more investments. I call it investment. It is not expenditure, because you are going to benefit for the rest of your life on this. It's definitely the best investment that you can think of. Investing on your body, investing on your fitness, and investing on your mind and education. That's the best that you can do. Everything else is an expenditure. Buying a car is an expenditure, not an investment at all. So here we are talking about success. Where do you think has the highest chance of success in the lowest possible time and investment? Naturally, we have only discussed, it is going to be CMA. So in case you think that I am not confident, in case you think, will I be able to put so much time, energy, money, can I take so much chance together? My answer is don't. If you are not confident, don't jump into it at all. It's not about putting money. You may put money, but that is not going to answer your problem. That may increase the problem for you. So if you think that, I'm not very confident, I'm not very sure if I will have time, can I dedicate myself to all this? No, don't go for all the three. Start with just one. Just start with the lowest investment and the lowest time. Just start with one. Pursue this for 3 months, or maybe pursue this for 6 months, or maybe just complete this. Pursue this for 6 months, See how you have been able to perform. Write one part exam. Check out how you have been able to perform. If you have performed well, you have passed, you have managed, you know you have got one success. Taste of success is very strong. Trust me, it is very strong. It is going to take your confidence to the next level. It will give you the right feeling that you are still in the game. Because many students I see that they come to me and they say, sir, I have not studied for the past 10 years. I have not studied for the last 5 years. Do you really think I can do ACCA, or I can do this, or I can do this? I say, I don't know. I don't know. Because I am not in your shoes. I have to get into your shoes to understand what your arrangements and engagements are. So I always advise, out of any course in every courses, take up a course based on your time, based on investment, succeed in that. Once you succeed, you will know that you can do it. You can do it. And whether you'll succeed or not, 90% leave it on me. Leave it on me. I am going to tell you how it is going to be possible. I will take you through the entire journey. 90% leave it on me. I am going to take it through. But when I say 90%, there is still a 10%. What is that 10%? In fact, I say 80 to 90% leave it on me. And 10 to 20%, it is always going to be in your shoulder. And that is about revision. I can very proudly and confidently tell you that even those students who have failed with me, have come back and said, sir, mistake lied with me. Because I'm so committed to your cause. I'm so committed. There has been student who failed because I'm not God here. But they come back and say the mistake was there. I did not follow your guidance. I was not able to constantly revise. Because everything I'm going to teach you, in depth. Knowledge is never going to be a challenge at all. If you don't believe me, maybe you can connect to hundreds of my students and talk to them. They will confirm this to you. Anyways, let's come back to this. Like I said, if you are not confident to jump into all the three, do not take this chance, because it's not about money. Sometimes we feel, we'll pay money and it will happen. No, it will not happen. It needs your blood, it needs your sweat, it needs your energy, it needs your commitment. It certainly needs your sacrifices as well. And then the gap between money, investment, and success is going to be filled. Now, like I said, in case you are not confident, go with CMA. Go just with CMA. Sir, will I get exemption? Will all that be possible? Answer is, put that trust on me and I'm going to make that possible. It's just going to be little more time for you. That's all. Little more time. Maybe 3 months, maybe 6 months more time it will take. But you will reach where I have dreamt to make you reach. Now, strategy is very simple. Go with CMA, just with CMA. And it is going to take you 3 months to gain that confidence, because you have passed one paper, or you want to write both papers, another 3 months. Sir, in 6 months, will it be possible? Let me add a buffer of another 3 months. Generally, it takes 6 months if you are committed throughout, but let me add another buffer to it. 9 months it takes. Fine. It has taken 9 months. After that, what? After 9 months, you are super confident that you have done one course successfully. You've got the taste of success. You are feeling good about it. You have got an opportunity. You are doing good in life. You are growing. Your salaries have grown. You are willing to invest more time and efforts, and of course, money to grow faster and further. Now, once you have got this, then you can come back to us and say, sir, can I go for MBA now? And will you give me exemptions in ACCA? Answer is, what answer is do you want? Will you give me 9 paper exemption in ACCA? Do I have to pay exemption fees that time? If I do like that, if I don't go for an integrated program, will I have to pay exemption fees? Answer is, with NorthStar, I'm going to make everything possible for you. I'm going to make it possible for you. So tomorrow, after passing your CMA, after 9 months, you come back and say, I want to go for MBA with ACCA. and I want a 9-paper exemption because I passed both parts of CMA. Will you get it? Answer is yes, you will get it. You will get it. For this, you can pursue your MBA, you can pursue your Mcom, you can pursue MBA, Mcom in international finance, and you can pursue your ACCA tomorrow, and you will be getting 9-paper exemption, 9 papers exemption, and no exemption fees. Entire exemption fees of 90,000 shall be waived by NorthStar. This entire 90,000 exemption fees for 9 papers shall be waived by NorthStar. You do not have to pay 1 penny out of this. Does that help you plan, or should I tell you another plan? I have a lot of plans. It's just you need to see which fits you best. Each one of us are different. Each one of us have different commitments, different timeline, different investments. Each one of us are unique and beautiful in our own way. Does that help? Can I know yes or no if this strategy helps you plan it better? If you have some strategy, share with me. Certainly, I will make it possible. At least I'll try my best. If you have already registered with ACCA, and if you want to pursue program with us, you can pursue this, but in that case, you will have to pay exemption fees. Only thing is you will have to pay exemption fees. For example, sir, I have already registered with ACCA. I've already registered with ACCA and I passed 3 papers. I passed 3 papers. Then what do I do? What about remaining 6 papers? Do I have to write remaining 6 papers? Answer is no. You can still get exemption provided you have gone for a CMA integrated with MBA or Mcom or BCom or BBA, but only thing is you will have to pay 6 paper exemption fees. You'll have to pay this exemption fees. To whom? To ACC. All exemption fees has to be paid to ACC. You don't have to pay to us. It has to be paid to ACC. I am 53. Whether age is a factor to find a job after ACCA? Age is always a factor to get a job. It is always a factor. So please don't undermine that age is not a factor. It is always a factor. But after CMA, if you want to, so there is, you are looking for a job not just as without any qualification. You are looking for a job with a qualification that is going to help you get better opportunity. But age is always a question. In CMA and ACCA without MBA, can I pay exemption fees? Answer is yes, you will have to pay exemption fees, but the number of paper exemption will not be 9 papers. It will not be 9 papers. It will be less number of papers. It will be 6 papers exemption. 5 to 6. Rohit, that's a special case. We will have to look and discuss this. I cannot give you a across the table answer. BCom with CMA, of course, you can pursue BCom with CMA. When is the new batch starting? New batch is starting from Tuesday. New batch is starting from 10th. New batch for CMA. New batch for CMA is starting from 10th. I will take you through the entire CMA program also. New batch for CMA is starting from 10th. 10th of November. 10th of November. It is an international batch. It's an international batch, but registration for this is tomorrow is the last date. Monday is the date for registration for this. So 10th is the batch starting, and Monday is going to be the registration last day, which is tomorrow. Actually, unfortunately, it's very quick, but that's how it is. If you are already registered with ACCA, then you need to pay exemption fees. It will not be. So I will be relocating in December and want my books in the new place. Will it affect my studies if I start in the 10th batch? Answer is whichever part of the world you stay, we ship our books to that part of the world. You stay in Greece, we have students from Greece, we have students from Canada, we have students from USA, we have students from Australia, we have students from, you name a country, Kuwait, Abu Dhabi, Dubai, Oman, Qatar. We have students from 34 plus countries, and we ship across the world. So it's never going to be a problem. We will ship all the books wherever you want. You need to give us that address. 18 years of experience as a chief accountant. If you have 18 years of experience as a chief accountant, of course it's going to help you. I thought you are making a shift to accounting life, accounting journey. So Afzal, I'm so sorry. I thought maybe you are shifting to an accounting career, and that's why I told it's going to be a challenge. I'm so sorry. Anything? Can I take more questions? I can take more questions in case you want me to take more questions. If you have more question, otherwise, which course do you want me to take you through? Do you want me to take you through ACCA, CMA? Which course do you think you want me to take you through in this webinar? I'm fine. I'm fine with anything as long as it helps you. How about CPA after ACCA? Can I go for CPA or ACCA? Answer is it's completely up to you, because if you are going through an integrated program, ACCA will also have 4 papers, CPA will also have 4 papers. So you can go with either of it. It completely depends upon you. Will it help in career if you get 9-paper exemption? Can I do in case I do not give the balance 4 papers? Answer is if you don't give the balance 4 papers, the value addition that ACCA can give you, you will not get. See, one thing you have to understand, one thing is very important. I want you to understand one thing. See, anything in life adds value only when you complete it. Anything in life adds value only if you complete it. If you do not complete it, it is not going to add so much value. It is not going to add. For example, I want to do IAS. I have completed my prelims. I have completed my mains. I failed in the interview. Now, am I an IAS officer? Can I get that designation of an IAS officer? Answer is impossible. You're nothing. You're just nothing. Will you get that respect value of an IAS officer? Answer is it is incomplete. I am doing CA. I have passed my foundation. I have passed my inter. I have passed one group of final. Can I be a chartered accountant? Can I be as valuable as a CA? Answer is no. You have not passed CA. So the beauty of every course lies in completing it, whether it's ACCA, CA, CIMA, CPA, CFA, CIA, anything. The beauty lies in completion. And that is why out of all the courses that I generally suggest students, I tell them initially go for CMA only because of many reasons. First reason is the investment that you do is least in CMA. Second thing, the time it requires the least investment. It has a syllabus wise, it has a very beautiful practical syllabus and just has 2 papers in it. So investment wise, it is going to be very affordable. Time wise, it is going to be 6 to 9 months. Syllabus wise, it has 2 papers. If I compare with CA or compare with CIMA or compare with ACCA or compare with CPA or compare with anything, compare with any other course, this is going to be cheaper, less time, least investment, and has a very, very remarkable success rate. So compared to all this, if you are confused, I would always say get on with CMA than with anything else, in case you feel you're not confident or you're not ready. Can I get a salary hike if you are doing this? Answer is, with every professional course, salary hike is definitely very desired, very desired. But sometimes the current job or the current company may not give you a salary hike. It generally happens, present company does not give. In that case, you'll need to switch. But yes, don't look at salary hike immediately. Look at skill growth. The moment skill grows, salary will follow you. Can I do CMA first and ACCA and MBA tentatively? Answer is, of course, yes. I have given you this option. CIMA versus CMA USA. CIMA has 4 levels. CIMA has many papers, much higher number of papers than in CMA. It requires much larger investment than CMA. So that way, it's going to be more affordable to pursue. So 10 November, which part starts? We always start with part 2. So it is going to be part 2. Part 2 is going to be much more exciting than part 1. After graduation, if I complete my CMA also, I get a good job without experience in CMA? Of course, yes. While working for CMA, can I study for CFA too? Answer is, you should meet some of our students who are pursuing CFA right now after completing their CMA. Tell more about the integrated program. What more do you want to know? I have told you about, we have integrated program with Mcom, we have integrated program with BBA, we have integrated program with MBA, we have integrated program with Mcom. All right, so we have 4 integrated programs. Let me take you through CMA, since many of you are asking me this question. Let me take you through CMA. Now, if you are in the BCom 3rd year, don't worry, it's going to be exciting news for you. Please stay with me till the end. I'm going to tell you very exciting news if you are a BCom and pursuing. And please stay with me till the end of this webinar, because I'm going to tell you, I'm going to make this entire integrated program, standalone program, everything quite affordable in terms of investments. Also, at the end, I'm also going to share with you this CMA exam guide. This is a very important guide which is going to tell you everything about CMA course, what is the syllabus, the passing criteria, the exam, everything. It's a very important, it's a 34 pages document. It's a very big document. It has every information about the CMA course, what is the criteria, questions, everything. All right, so if you are stay up with me, because this is what I'm going to share with all of you, so that you can get this information anytime that you want, and very in depth, because I cannot take you through the entire thing in this webinar. It's not going to give me so much time. Let me take you through the CMA program, because out of all this takes the least time. And if you don't want to go for integrated program, my highest suggestion and advice would be invest least money, invest least time, get one course, feel happy, feel the success, and then go for the next. It's just going to add little more months in your timeline. That's it. It's okay. We can take chance with 6 months. I'm certain we can take chance with 3 to 6 months. What is the CMA program? It's a program which is provided by the Institute of Management Accountants. It's a body in the US. It's one of the oldest body, more than 100 years old body in the US, providing the CMA program. Why CMA? It is the highest level of certification in management accounting. You get experience about management accounting, about finance, and about financial reporting. Any of you who's working in the finance domain, you will appreciate this point, that the entire finance domain or entire accounting domain covers these 3 areas of finance: accounting, management accounting, and financial reporting. Second, it has a very important, very beautiful recognition across the world, not just in India. but across various parts of the world. It gives you a better opportunity, it gives you a better salary scope, and it is the shortest professional course. When I say shortest, do not get confused. Just because it is short, it is not valuable. No, we have to completely come out of this myth. A simple example I can tell you. Whatever, anyone from CA background in this webinar, anyone who would like to tell me from CA background, CA final, CA inter, anyone? You can just say me, or write CA final, CA inter. Now, if you remember, you studied BCom, or you study BCom or BBA, and you studied 3 years. If you talk to any CA background student, whatever you have studied in 3 years, they must have studied in 9 months. They must have studied, in fact, much more than this in 9 months in CA inter. Check out this statement. Whatever you have studied in 3 years, somebody else must have studied much more than this in 9 months. Ask any CA background students. We don't have any CA background students here. Check out. Do you agree with me? Anybody who is doing CA or who has done CA inter? Anybody? I am telling you because I am a chartered accountant myself. I am a BCom myself, so I know what it is. So please don't look at time as a factor for knowledge. No, not at all. What is management accounting? Management accounting deals with accounting or internal reporting. Internal reporting means preparing budgets, preparing internal financial reporting, what we call it as a MIS, preparing internal documents, anything, costing, pricing, budgeting, variance analysis, financial reporting, MIS, all these are part of management accounting. What is the career option? It is a very incredible career option. You can, as a fresher, you join as a financial analyst, but you can grow to a higher level. What is the syllabus? So part 1 and part 2. Part 1 has 6 sections and part 2 also has 6 sections in it. How to become a CMA? So you need to register with IMA. Who registers? We help you register with IMA. You can go for a self-study program. You can go for a comprehensive coaching program. So you can go for either self-study or you can go for a self-study. Means there is a self-study application. We provide you the self-study program wherein entire course will be there and you can study at your own pace, at your own end. In addition, we provide a Sunday doubts clearing session. In case you have any doubt, you can connect to us and we will resolve all your doubts, or you can go for a live interactive online session with NorthStar. In both cases, we provide you all the study material, everything, every support necessary to pass the exam. CMA exam can be written like most other exams in these 3 windows. So you can write the exam in January, February, you can write the exam in May, June, or you can write the exam in September, October. Any date of your choice in these 3 windows, you can write the exam. You want to write exam on your birthday. If your birthday falls on 14th of May, can you write it? Answer is yes. If your birthday falls on 14th of May, you can write exam on 14th of May. My birthday fell in October and I wrote exam on my birthday and I passed. So you can make it memorable by writing exam on your birthday as well. Requirement for CMA USA, you need to be the basic requirement. Most of the students get confused with the requirement. So let me spend 2 minutes for you, 2 minutes with you. There are 2 things in CMA. One is CMA passing the exam. One is CMA certification. Passing, CMA passing and CMA certification. Okay, somebody is mentioning Anubhav mentions that unfortunately my birthday is in April. So sorry, Anubhav, you can't write exam in April. Maybe you can write CPA exam because CPA exam can be written in April. So there is one thing called passing. There is one thing called certification. Now, in passing the exam, you need to be class 12 passed out. You need to be class 12 passed out. If you have passed out your class 12, you can write your CMA exam. You can write your CMA exam. Now, after passing, you can write and pass your CMA exam. Will you get a pass certificate? Answer is yes, you are going to get the pass details, everything that you have passed the exam. How about certification? Can you apply for jobs based on this pass? Answer is yes, you can. But what about certification? Certification will come into picture only after you have completed the graduation. Once you have completed the graduation, then you can apply for certification. Plus, you should have 2 years of work experience to apply for certification. Certification is a procedural requirement. What is the most important factor? Passing the exam. Because once you have passed, you are fit to be called a CMA. You can write this in your resume. You can apply for opportunities. You can work. And certification can be completed in next 7 years. Example, 2022, you pass the exam. Plus 7 years means 2029. By this time, you can apply for certification. All right. By this time, you can apply for certification. Can I write the exam in November? No, unfortunately, no, you cannot write the exam in November. In that case, you have to go to your maybe to your spouse or to your girlfriend and check out when does your spouse or girlfriend's birthday falls, right on her birthday, maybe, or on his birthday to make it remarkable. NorthStar, we have been training students for a very long time now. We have received various awards and recognitions. So we received Indian Education Award in the year 2020 for Best Training Institute, and NSA was awarded as the Best Emerging Educational Institute in Bangalore by the Indo-Global Foundation in the year 2017. So we have received various awards and recognitions. I have also received various recognitions for my teaching excellence and expertise, wherein my students voted for me, and I was awarded for teaching excellence. So come back to this. Back to basics. We provide every course in CMA, every training we provide from the basics. So if you are from science, commerce, or arts background, do not worry. We are going to cover every basics for it. Comprehensive training. Nothing will be left on you. Everything will be provided from our side. 1000 plus MCQ questions plus 200 plus case study questions we are going to touch upon to ensure that you are provided an extensive training. Not just that, we provide our own study material. So you will get NorthStar own study material for part 1 and part 2 for each section. It's very beautifully written. If I quote some of our students' feedback, they have told me that this is very beautifully written in very simple word which we understand, because most of these courses are foreign courses. The language that they use and the language that we understand here in India are different. I have simplified the entire language, made it very detailed, easy to understand, with lots and lots of MCQ and case study questions. It will be very easy for you to understand. Not just that, we introduce Pocket Classroom, wherein we launch the entire CMA program, CPA program, ACCA program, many other programs. We have launched it in the mobile phone. So you can study the entire program through your mobile application. All that you need is internet. Without internet also, you can go through all our courses. You just need a headphone. That's it. Content, videos, test, books, everything is going to be in your mobile phone. Exam ready, because we put a lot of questions, a lot of tests every week, every section, every topic is going to have multiple tests. So you are always exam ready. Not just that, whatever test you are writing, the NSA mobile application is going to capture your records and maintain it and tell you how you have been able to progress in your performance. It helps you monitor your performance properly. 100% syllabus coverage. We don't leave anything to chance. We'll provide you 100% syllabus coverage. Not just that, end-to-end support with regard to your joining, with regard to your admission, with regard to your enrollment with IMA, your exam booking, your placements, everything will be taken care by the NorthStar team. About eligibility, I have already told you. Questions, I'll stop for 2 minutes for some questions. And these are our contact numbers. And I will also take you through some very important part with respect to fees, with respect to how much investment it is required, I'll take you through that part in this document as well. At the same time, I'm going to take you through what is the pass percentage of CMA globally. I will take you through that as well. All right, but just for 2 minutes, if you have any questions. When is MBA starting? So MBA program, integrated program, is beginning from November 15th. Can we start CMA USA part 1? I always recommend to start with part 2. Always. Why do I always recommend to start with part 2? Let me show you this. Let me show you this. This is, let me increase my screen. This is one part. All right. Now, this is one part. Now, answer my question. When you start studying a chapter, which chapter do you study? The biggest or the smallest? Which chapter do you like to study? Suppose you have to finish 10 chapters. Which one do you start with? The biggest or the smallest? I personally work with psychology. If I have 10 chapters to cover, I will always start with the smallest chapter, so that even if I am able to cover 6 small chapters, my mind says 6 is done, only 4 to do. So my mind always tells me that only 4 to do more. But if I start with the biggest chapter and I'm finished with just 2 chapters, my mind will tell, oh my God, just 2 done. How will you finish it? So that's a thing. Now, which one do you want to start with? The left one or the right one? Which one do you want to start with? You tell me, the left or the right? Which one is the thinner? Okay, let me put it this way. Which one is going to be the thinner? Of course, this one. And this one is part 2. This one is part 2. This is part 1. Part 1 is almost double of part 2. Why do I always recommend starting with part 2? Because part 2 has a lesser syllabus. It has much better passing percentage, and it is very practical. And that's why I always suggest, if you get an opportunity, always begin with part 2, because that's going to be much better. That's my advice. If you join the 10 November batch, will I be able to write the exam in January, February window? Answer is 100% yes. You will be able to write January, February window. I've started seeing your lecture from 25th. So 25th of which month? Is it 25th of November? Then you have not missed. 25th of October? Then you have not missed out anything. Nothing you have missed out. Nothing you have missed out. Anything that you have missed out because you were absent in those classes. If you are absent in those classes, then don't worry. The backup lectures are already provided, or it's already updated. A few more will be updated in the mobile application. You have registered. January batch will be part 1. The current batches, like I said, if you get an opportunity to begin with part 2, always go for it. That's my advice. I was told NorthStar offers student loan from connected banks of some sort. Answer is yes. Can you elaborate on that? We are tied up with many banks and financial institutions, wherein all our students get study loan from them. So any student who is going for a loan option for any of our program, you can get a loan from our banks, and there will be, it's a no interest cost. It's a no interest EMI. It's a no interest EMI. It only comes with a processing fees. So there are a set of documents that you need to submit, and the bank will provide. Now let me come to this. Let me take you through the fees and everything. Through the fees and everything. So should I talk about which fees do you want me to talk about? Integrated program non-integrated program, or what, or should I talk about only CMA? Which one do you want me to talk about? Okay, let me take you through as a standalone. All right, let me take you. Fine, I'll take you through the CMA program. I'll take you through the CMA program, and then I will talk about this. So in CMA, there are three fees. One is the IMA membership fees, one is the entrance fees, and one is the exam fees. Now, all those who are a student, means they are undergraduate or they are postgraduate. They are pursuing undergraduate program, or they are pursuing a post graduation program, or if you are pursuing an MBA online through us, or you are pursuing any undergraduate or postgraduate program, you will be coming under a student category. If you are a professional, means you are not pursuing any undergraduate or postgraduate program, then you will be coming under professional category. All right. So if you are a student category, your membership fees is going to be $39. Your entrance fees is $188, and your exam fees is $311. So your total fees, which is payable to IMA, this fees is payable to IMA, not to us. This is going to be $849. But if you are a professional, means you are not pursuing any undergraduate or postgraduate program, then you come under professional category, and your fees is going to be $1,325. So this is your fees with regard to your CMA exam entrance fees, membership fees, and your entrance fees, membership fees, and your exam fees. Now, in addition to this, there is books that you need to purchase from US for CMA. This books can be purchased directly by you or through NorthStar. Directly by you or through NorthStar. This is going to be a question bank. This is going to be a question bank which needs to be practiced. So this is a GLEM question bank which costs you $999. All right, so $999 is towards the books and towards the question bank. So let me take you through once again. $849 plus $999. So this is the total fees or investments. $849 plus $999, $1848. 1325 plus $999. This is $2324. This is the total cost, 1848 and $2324. This is for student, anybody, student, or for professionals. If you are undergoing any integrated program with us, then you will be coming under a student category. If you are going through any integrated program with us, then you will come under student category, or otherwise you are a professional category. If you are not undergoing, if you are undergoing BB or BCom anywhere else in the world, you will still come under student category. Not just with us, anywhere you will still come under student category. With student category, we always add 2 years more membership. We always add 2 years more membership, because sometimes you are not able to write exam due to college commitment, due to college exams, or due to something. So $39 into 2, so another $78 we add, so that you always get 3 years to write, or in case you are not able to write the exam in the first year. All right, so this is going to be your total fees with IMA and with GLAM. All right, who's GLAM, who's IMA? IMA is going to be the test provider who's going to conduct the exam, and GLAM is basically the content, the books, the online software practice question bank, which is going to come from the US. Now, let's multiply this with 76 or 75, whatever is the dollar rate per this total becomes 1926 into 76, so 146,376, and here 2324 into 76, it becomes 176,664, so 624. So this is the total cost that you invest in CMA towards IMA and towards GLAM. If we add our NorthStar fees NSA fees, NorthStar is going to charge for its training, for your NSA books, whatever we are going to give out, mobile application plus your our delivery across India that we do, our courier charges, taxes, GST, and lot more. All the video lectures, tests, class tests, assessment, everything included. It's going to be 49,900. It's going to be 49,900. But don't worry, I'm going to make it much lesser. So how much? 146,376 plus 49,900. I'm going to make it much lesser for all of you. Sir, how less can you make it? I'm going to make it surprisingly less. So this is the total cost. Like I said, I'm going to make it much lesser for you. So it is going to be 146,376 and 176,624 without any NorthStar. But through NorthStar, we are going to provide you with NorthStar training. We are going to provide you with 126,900, which is going to be much lesser than without coaching. So if you want to go directly to IMA and go directly to GLIME, you are going to pay 146,376. If you are going through us, you are going to pay 126,900, including GLIME, IMA fees, membership fees, entrance fees, and all NorthStar fees as well. NorthStar training fees, books, mobile application, GST, everything included. It is going to be 126,900, which is much lesser than this fees. Similarly, here also we are going to offer you at 149,900. So instead of 226, it is going to be 149, which is lesser than this fees. So if you go to just IMA and register yourself, go to GLIME, buy the books on your own, you are going to pay this much, but through us, you are going to pay much lesser than that fees. Is GLIME necessary? Answer is it's an online test bank. Without it, you cannot go to write the exam. You need an online test bank to practice thousands and thousands and thousands of questions before you appear for the main exam. So this is the fees going to be. So if you are going for an integrated program, with CMA, we are going to give you this offer wherein we are going to charge you 126,900 and we are going to charge you another 2 lakh for the MBA program. All right. So it is going to be 3,26,900. And what all you are going to get? In 3,26,900, you are going to get an MBA, and you are going to get CMA, and you are going to get ACCA 9 papers, exemption, and you do not have to pay another 90,000 towards ACCA. You don't have to pay this 90,000 towards ACCA. If I only talk about ACCA 9 paper, how much does it cost? ACCA 9 paper exam fees and your training fees alone, exam fees and training fees alone cost you approximately 2,25,000. Approximately this 9 paper alone, only 9 paper cost you 2,25,000 approximately. This is the number that only ACCA 9 papers cost. But here with 3,26,900, you are going to get ACCA, MBA, CMA, and ACCA 9 paper exemptions. Any question? Is it good, bad, okay, not okay? Anything that you would want to share? I have tried to make it very affordable. Like I said, only MBA is definitely going to cost you much more than this. Only MBA is going to cost you much more than this. Here we have integrated MBA, we have integrated CMA, and we have integrated your ACCA 9 papers. And like I said, What will be the cost of 4 papers of ACCA? The cost of 4 papers of ACCA, I can't tell you right now, but approximately it is going to be 1 lakh. With books, with membership and all that included, it's approximately going to cost you 1 lakh rupees. The next batch for MBA, what is the fees for self-study program? For self-study, you can directly connect to our counseling team, and they are going to help you with the self-study program that is going to be a little cheaper. We'll share a WhatsApp group. You can join the WhatsApp group, and there we are going to put up all these documents, whatever we have discussed. Please note that whatever we have discussed is applicable for the 10th November batch. It is only and only applicable for the 10th November batch. To join our MBA program, MBA integrated program, you need to pay a fees of 5,000 towards MBA integrated program, and towards CMA program you need to pay a fees of 10,000. So total fees you need to pay is 15,000 if you want to go for an integrated program. If you don't want to go for an integrated program initially, like I discussed, you need to pay a CMA application fees of 10,000. The balance fees, the entire balance fees can be converted into a no cost EMI. So you don't have to bother about the fees. The entire fees can be converted into a no cost EMI, which comes with a very small, which comes with a very nominal, fee towards processing. So processing fees is there. That's all is there. Otherwise, there is no interest. There's no interest on this EMI. You can convert into 6 months EMI. If you want 9 months, you can always talk to them, talk to the counseling team, and they can help you convert it to 9 months EMI. But again, that comes with little more cost. Otherwise, 6 months is no cost EMI. So that's about it. We have shared a WhatsApp group. I will be super excited to see you grow. I'll be super excited to see you plan your career. You can look for the integrated program. You are not confident, go with standalone program, go with CMA. And once you pass CMA, I am going to offer you the integrated program at with the same options to ensure that you succeed. We have shared the application form. We will be shortly coming up with a webinar for CPA. We are launching an integrated program for CMA and CPA shortly. We are launching an integrated program with MBA, CMA, and CPA also very shortly. That will also be very, very exciting. And can that be done in 2 years? That we will have to see. So that is the next program that we are going to launch. If you want to remain connected to all our webinars and all our programs, you can connect to us on LinkedIn. You can connect to us on LinkedIn, and you can connect to us on our Instagram pages, where we keep posting for the next exciting webinar. Like I said, in the end-to-end support, we provide end-to-end support. So not just your exam scheduling, your membership registration, it also includes your placements. So in end-to-end program, we also provide you placements. So I hope you found this webinar quite useful. Can I have a yes or no? If you found small yes, if you found little useful, big yes. If you found really useful, it helps you understand and plan your career better. I'm certain that if you need to sit down, you need to write everything, what your timings are, how much is available, how much money you are willing to invest, what is the success or what is the future plan that you have for yourself. I, as a mentor, I as a trainer, I as a guide, can always tell you everything about it. But eventually it boils down to each one of you planning for yourself. I can be a guide, I can be a mentor, I can be everything for you, but you need to sit down and plan your success journey. You need to work hard. I can always take you through. I can always make the journey very pleasant, very exciting, very exciting. I will repeat it a million times because many of our students have given me a feedback that, sir, attending your 2 hours session is more entertaining than watching a 2 hours movie. And many students have told me this. If you want to know who I am, if you want to know who I am or what I do, you can always go to Google and type my name, M. Irfat, and I'm sure you will hear quite a lot about me, who I am. So just type my name, M. Irfat, and you will be able to know who I am. I write a lot of blogs. I write a lot of things on this. I'm very, very popular among CA students also, particularly CA final, where I teach CA final students. I've reduced a lot, but still my pen drive classes for CA final are very popular. In fact, some of the searches, there are hundreds of searches for my name, M. Irfat, CA final costing, pen drive classes, review classes, and so like that. So I keep coming up with a lot of things for CA final also. I'm there on Quora. I keep writing a lot of things about Quora on my LinkedIn. LinkedIn is the best platform, and Quora is the best platform wherein you can connect to me, because there I write a lot of insightful things about how do you choose a professional course, what are the things that you should look into before you choose any professional course for yourself. That's all I have for you today. Hope you enjoyed this session, and I will shortly see you very soon. Thank you so much. I'll see you very soon. Till then, take care of yourself and plan to be amazing. Plan your career really well. Work hard for it. It's not just about money. It's not just about investment. It needs you. Every money, every penny, every sweat, every hard work that you are going to put on yourself, you are going to enjoy the benefit for the next 30, 40 years of your life. It's very important that you start early, you wrap up early, you grow faster. It's very, very important. Take my advice and sleep over it. Think about it. I'm sure you will be finding it very useful. Till then, bye-bye. Take care. Have a great day. So when will be the last day for registration for January-February exam? For January-February exam, please connect to the WhatsApp group and they will be able to tell you. Like I said, this offer, everything, whatever I've discussed is for the November 10th batch. Next batch for CMA is November 10th. All right, guys. Bye-bye. Take care.